the strain as consumer confidence dips and criticism mounts over President Trump's steep tariffs on several countries, including India. From former diplomats to economists, voices across the spectrum warn that these moves risk damaging key alliances, while a majority of Americans oppose Trump's policy.
The US economy is beginning to feel the pinch from its own aggressive trade policies as fallout from tariffs imposed on key partners, including India, starts to manifest. Recent data reveals a clear dip in consumer sentiment, with the Consumer Confidence Index falling 1.3 percentage points in August to 97.4, down from 98.7 the previous month. The Present Situation Index, which gauges how Americans perceive current economic and labor conditions, dropped 1.6 points to 131.2. Meanwhile, the Expectation Index, reflecting future outlooks, fell 1.2 points to 74.8, a level well below the recession indicating threshold of 80. Prominent voices across the US political and economic spectrum are voicing concern. Renowned economist Jeffrey Sachs called the tariffs unjust and likened them to economic coercion. He advised India to deepen engagement with other emerging economies and to consider joining regional trade pacts like RCEP, arguing that US pressure tactics are unlikely to succeed. Former Secretary of State John Kerry echoed these concerns, warning that President Trump's confrontational approach with allies like India could seriously erode decades of trust and cooperation. Former National Security Advisor John Bolton, who served during Trump's first term, blasted the policy as confused, questioning why India faces punitive tariffs while China escapes similar measures. He warned that such actions risk undoing years of strategic US diplomacy aimed at distancing India from Russia and China. Bolton even cautioned that any perception of a pro-China tilt would be a grave mistake. Former US ambassador to the UN labeled the alienation of India a strategic disaster. She urged the Trump administration to rebuild ties with Prime Minister Modi, emphasizing India's role as a democratic ally in countering China's growing influence. Trade experts have also raised alarms. Christopher Padilla, a former US trade official, noted that such punitive economic measures could have lasting consequences. These actions are not easily forgotten, he said, adding that they risk undermining confidence in America's reliability as a long-term partner. With economic indicators showing strain and bipartisan concern mounting, many American leaders are urging a recalibration of Washington's approach towards India. The message from policymakers, experts, and the public is increasingly clear. Strategic partnerships should not be sacrificed at the altar of short-term pressure tactics. Mohammad Absurul Hassan's report for DD India.